I'm Karen Hattan from Home by Hattan Interior Design and Home Staging Services, and I'm here to share with you one of my favorite design secrets, a hack, if you will, and that is the magic of trays. I love to use trays in my design because they're pretty and there's lots of different styles, but also they serve a functional purpose. They help you corral your items and just make your home feel more organized and less cluttered, and so they bring beauty and function to a space, and what could be better than that? Okay, we're going to start in the kitchen. Many of you come in the kitchen and drop your things on the kitchen counter. I mean, I do. Your purse, your keys, all your stuff. And so I'm going to show you a good way to use a tray to help corral your items and just kind of keep it all organized. And when you're looking for your keys or you're looking for your glasses, you know where they are. So I've chosen this cute little tray. It's got a little bit of wood, a little bit of tile, kind of looks a little kitchen-y to me. And I'm going to show you how to style it. So with every tray, I like to start with something tall and pretty, because then that's sort of what you see instead of the junk. So I've got this little blue and white flower, and I'm going to put him back there. And I'm going to put maybe one more little pretty guy in there just to make it more decorative. And then let's think about things you might put in your tray. Okay, how about pens and pencils? You come in, there's always stuff you need to just drop off. So you put a little container in there, and you can keep your hand lotion in there or your pens or whatever you want. And then how about your keys? I've got this cute little tray, and yes, I'm going to put a tray in a tray. So I'm going to put this tray in there, and then I'm going to come in, I've got my keys, and I just put them right there on the tray. Or maybe that's where you put your reading glasses. Okay, so when you have to ask your husband or your wife where your reading glasses are, there they are. You can use it to charge your phone. You can keep a wireless charger right here in the tray, or you can run a wire right through and have your phone charging in here. But either way, this is just a great way to sort of corral your items where you know where they are, and it's still pretty, it still feels organized. So that's a great way to use a tray in a kitchen or at your drop-off zone. Here's another great example of using a tray in a kitchen to corral your items. Here we have this pretty little burnished gold tray, and we've got soap and Kleenex and lotion all right here next to your sink, and it's pretty. It doesn't have to be a tray that you use in your kitchen to corral your items. You can use a cutting board. Here is kind of a centerpiece almost that is on a kitchen island, and it has the fresh fruit in there. So when the kids come home, they grab a fruit instead of candy, hopefully, and it looks beautiful. You can use it to use a cutting board or a tray to corral your wine items. You can make a coffee station, all sorts of things. So trays and cutting boards are great to keep your items organized and look pretty. So here we are in the living room, and I go into a lot of houses, and the coffee table often looks like this. So you have everything you need. You got your remote controls and your coasters and all of that, but it just kind of looks shambled, I guess, a little bit. So we're going to bring a little bit of organization and a little bit of beauty to this item. So for this coffee table, I chose this really pretty tray, and it's a nice size for the table. You'll want to make sure it's a good size to kind of fill up your coffee table. And same thing as in the kitchen, what I say to do is to always start with a tall pretty. So I'm going to place the tray there, and I'm going to place a tall and pretty item in the corner. And a good rule to follow when you're styling trays or coffee tables is, I feel like every tray or coffee table needs something that comes from nature to just make it feel more pretty. It's just aesthetically pleasing to everybody. So it could be a floral, it could be a wooden bowl, it could be a pretty shell you found, it could be antlers. So try to bring at least one item from nature into your coffee table styling. All right, and then we're going to bring in a stack of coffee table books. This could be your magazines. Also, you could even put your magazines right underneath there. I've got these really cool little beads with a cross on them. These beads are kind of everywhere right now. So I'm going to place those kind of on there. And then I'm going to use that copper container it's real pretty, to put the remote controls in. So there's one, and there's one. All right, and then if you want to keep your coasters out, you can even place them. There's a little bit of room right there. Stack them up nice and neat, put a couple coasters there, somebody needs to grab one. And now you've got this pretty arrangement for your coffee table. Some of you may have a soft coffee table, more like an ottoman, that you use as your coffee table. And if that's the case, you can still use a tray just like we did here. And now you have a place you can put your drink if you want, or just put your decorative items. So now here we are in the bathroom, and a tray is a great thing to use on your bathroom countertop too. It can corral your cotton balls, your soap, whatever you want. I've got a little tray in here just for example purposes, and like I always say, I start with the tall pretty. Now your tall pretty could be a cute little maidenhair fern. It could be another little orchid. You could put your orchid in there. Put your little holder for your cotton balls or whatnot. I've got a sweet little picture of my family. And now you've got this pretty little tray. But something to keep in mind, I wanted to show you all, is it's important to stagger your heights. So for instance, if you were to use the maidenhair fern and put your little cotton ball holder next to it, they're pretty much the same height. And it just doesn't give you that same look that it does if you have varying heights of objects on your tray. This goes for your coffee table or wherever you're doing a tray. So if I'm going to use that little fern, I'm going to put my lotion in there that I use every night, and I'm going to put this pretty little bird. So we've got a tall, a medium, and a small, and then there's our little tray in the bathroom. My last two design hacks are for you to use in your home office and on your bedside table. So in my home office, I literally use this tray, and I have it on my desk like this, and I have this flower arrangement, and I'm just going to keep it in there because it makes it pretty. And then I use it to hold all my folders and papers. So at the end of the night, instead of putting in those plastic trays or little stand-up plastic things on your desk, just lay your folder in there. And then you've got this pretty way to contain your paperwork. And then you can use a tray on your bedside table as well when you're going to bed. So I keep a tray there, and I've got my alarm clock in there. Whoops. And the book I'm reading for book club, which I never read in time. And again, you can have a little tray in a tray, so you can take your rings off at night or put your reading glasses right there in your little tray. And your lotion, I like to get in bed and put my lotion on my hands or feet. And then you've got this little tray to corral your items when you're going to bed at night. And those are my design hacks with a tray. I hope you found them useful. I hope you can find ways to use the magic of trays in your own home.